Hi everyone, and welcome to Ink and Gold Lettering. This is a really fun and easy project, and all the supplies are listed below. Okay, we'll start with the masking fluid. This has got a fine tip, so when you pull this off, you'll see a really thin metal tube piece, and you can make really thin, delicate lines. For this example, I'm going to use the letter Z, so I'll be making the 3 sections of the Z. You can do any letter you like. We're just going to put that on the paper and then let that dry fully before the next step. Alright, so once it's dry, we can start painting. I'm using a large round brush and some thin diluted out black watercolor paint, and then just making a feather shape along each of these lines. The reason it's so translucent is because we'll be adding some ink onto the feathers, and I really want to get that contrast between the light and dark tones. Okay, then with a smaller detail brush, grab your black ink and just barely touching the feathers while they're still damp, we'll drop in some of that ink and just watch it spread out on its own. If you like a speckled design, you can do that, sort of polka dotted, or even really saturated along the bottom and then light on the top. Just different ways of using the ink. Have so much fun with it. Once it's dry, we can take off that mask, the masking fluid, and I have a rubber pickup, which is a square pickup that takes it off. You can also just use your fingers. It just comes off really easily, and then we can add some details. So using that detailed brush, I'm going to go in and define the middle part of that feather for each of them. You can use the black watercolor or the ink, just depends on how saturated you want that color to be. We can then let this dry before we add on the gold. Okay, and then with some gold paint and a larger brush, I'm going along the tops of the feathers and adding that gold accent. Feel free to add as many layers as you like. I went in with 2 layers because the first one was a little light, and I liked the gold showing a little bit stronger. As a fun final touch, I'm using that gold and that black and creating little splatters and speckles. Have fun making your letters, and if you post them to Instagram or Facebook, just tag me at paperwand so I can see, otherwise I might miss it. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial and have fun painting.